on here. That sucks. Okay, so we're gonna start this. Alright, back. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? See you?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Okay, so we're gonna start this. Alright, back. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? See you? That sucks. Okay. So, my lovely daughter. So, being in recovery, how'd that feel?
Different. Like I'm high off life every day. You have to deal with your emotions, and you have to stuff that I would have overreacted about now. Well, back then I don't overreact about now. It's a very different way of life.
How do you feel when people tell you that you were not alcoholic? How does that make you feel when they act like you just want to claim some shit like that? Like, who the fuck just wants to claim being a goddamn alcoholic?
I actually take it offensive at times because people look at my outside and they don't know how it feels on the inside. You can dress the pig up all you want, but
It's still a pig.
it's still a pig. It still eats garbage. It's still a shitty animal. I guess it's more so like
You're not a shitty animal. You can be
You
a
know what
shitty
I mean?
animal.
like it's that's just something we say. Hey, you can dress the pig up.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know AA lingo.
My bad, player, my bad, damn. But you can.
I mean, you'll get me hip. That's the new lingo, huh?
No, that's just my AA lingo. Like old folk. I like old people. I used to be scared of old people and their wrinkles
What?
until I started going to AA.
How can you be scared of old people and wrinkles?
Cause I didn't like the old people and their wrinkles.
And so what was the wrinkles going to do to you, Diamond?
They was gonna bother me.
What?
I thought it was like something like contagious. I don't know. It's weird.
You can't say these types of things because I'm really smart, and that was really not a smart
Well,
comment. Like, you thought the wrinkles were going to bother you?
wrinkles are weird. They look like dried up raisins. The old people look like dried up raisins. Old people are weird looking, and they always smell like mothballs.
The old people now don't even use mothballs. Really?
Mom, this
What?
is a serious matter. You're taking it as a joke. I was really scared of old people.
I'm sorry. Your favorite old person was old as hell.
He wasn't really wrinkly.
I know he... Well, yeah. But he had soft old people skin.
It was weird.
What was weird?
What, buddy? Are you still gonna come before my meeting?
What time is your meeting?
My meeting's at 7.
You gonna help me do these clothes, though?
All right, blow dryer.
So, you look really healthy now. You're really pretty. You're actually technically a pretty alkie, but if you knew how you looked before, you look shitty.
Yeah, I was actually a pretty alkie though.
I was a pretty
I wore
crackhead
makeup
at the
when I
time.
was a pretty alkie. I look at pictures when I was an alcoholic and Molly head.
I mean, I got a picture from when y'all ripped the door off the crack house. I was cute.
I was actually probably really high in this picture. I was actually really pretty too. I was really, really high in that picture. Now that I think about it, I was like really, really high.
That was really.
Every
She
time
said,
I would, every time
she
I
said
would,
she was really, really high in this picture. I don't know if you can see that picture. Like, I think it's great that you're starting your modeling career now, though, because honestly, it's like I'm not afraid of you with the whole drug industry. A part of that, like,
see, I was like really, really high. But back then I wore a lot of makeup. Who did I think I was?
too cute.
Let's go. I was like really high in that picture actually. And I probably was like really drunk too. That's what's crazy.
When did you realize it was bad?
When
I
I
mean,
quit
I knew it was bad.
with my drinking.
Katie said, hey.
Hey. Um, I knew it was bad when I started drinking beer.
What?
By the time I had like stopped drinking, I was drinking like Coronas and Heinekens and all types of just beer. And I never was the type to drink beer. I never liked beer. So when it got to a certain point, it was like, hold up. And I wasn't just drinking one beer. I was drinking the big glass things. Like,
Did you actually like the taste? I couldn't get a. I don't know. I was in AA when I was 13, but I was a mental case. I was drinking everybody's bars out, joys. I was sneaking everybody's stuff.
yeah, beer is nasty. That's how I always felt. Beer is nasty, but because I was an alkie, I couldn't.
Like, so you didn't mind drinking the beer?
No.
I can't drink the beer. Why are we cutting on the back?
Because your door ain't closed all the way. You looking at
It is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it is.
You're aggravating.
But I didn't really get really bad until I started doing Molly.
So,
Cause like the whole Molly
I'm
thing,
like really serious. Did me smoking crack have anything to do with?
no, it really started because when I got raped when I was 16, I don't know. It just I was drinking before then though. I started drinking like heavy when I was like 14. I was drinking Four Locos and 1800.
You know, you the kid that I didn't think could do nothing wrong. I gotta admit that was. I knew would have never known. I would have never thought you would have did it.
Because I would never let nobody tell you.
But I feel like I should have knew it. Like I still try to figure out how I missed it.
But see, you gotta understand, I did everything I was supposed to. I was getting drunk and going to track practice and everything. I was getting drunk in the bathrooms in high school, so it was different. Like we would leave.
But how would I not know? Like I feel like as a parent, I missed something.
But see, and that's what's wrong with parents. Y'all feel like y'all missed something. It's not nothing that you missed because it was gonna happen regardless.
No, I should have seen the signs of my child drinking. I didn't see it. I'm telling you, I didn't see it.
That's because you didn't want to see it. Open your eyes.
I would have never thought my daughter was. I wouldn't have believed it, and it is true. I would have never believed my daughter was a teenage alcoholic.
Even if I would have came to you at 17, 18, like, Mom, I'm alcoholic.
I'd have believed you.
At 14, when I was drinking
Absolutely
Four Locos,
not.
you would have been like,
no.
I'm going to have to beat you up. Why are you drinking? So I started drinking as like a hobby with hanging with older people. And then it got to the habit. It got into, I was drinking all the time. And then when that happened when I was 16, I was smoking and drinking at the time. Like, I hit the blunt and then took a shot and never let the blunt out. So I always promised after that I would either smoke or drink. I would never do them at the same time again. And that's when I started smoking. Like, I would drink and I didn't smoke for a long time. And I didn't start smoking until I was like 18, for real. Like smoking weed.
So why didn't you tell nobody about you getting raped?
Because I felt like it was my fault. Because I was smoking and drinking. For a long time, I felt like it was my fault. I felt like if I would have, I was able to scream or nothing. All I could do was just lay there, literally, and look.
So you think I would have thought it was your fault?
No, but it's different.
No, you know I was making jokes earlier. You know I really would have went to jail for that, right?
But see, it's a different feeling now that I'm 21 and I know what was like really going on. At 16, you don't think like that. And then it was kind of like weird because it was 3 dudes and just me, and it was just so weird. Like me thinking, oh, I'm grown. It really don't be like, you think your parents just want to know what you got going on, or they just being nosy. But me being in that predicament, I would never put myself. I don't like getting in the car by myself with 2 dudes in the car now. I drive everywhere I go just in case I gotta leave. and I'm good for, I gotta go home. I tell somebody I gotta go to work and I know I'm off. I gotta go to work. You'll never know my off days because I'm always off. And then I'm at work. But see, it's different now being 21 and thinking that, because even going through that, I'm not going to say it changes you, but it changes your way of thinking way more. I haven't been dealt with like that. Well, that was the last time that ever happened. That was the second and the last time. But that's because I always promised myself I would never put myself in another predicament like that. I was by myself, didn't have no friends with me, being sneaky, think I'm about to do something, and I end up getting hurt in the end. So it's more so choices in life, because everybody got choices. I had the choice whether I wanted to stay home or go get drunk. And I was so messed up that day. I don't even know how I got home. I just remember.
Where the fuck? How am I an involved parent? Where the fuck? I had to be at work. I bet you I was at work.
I don't even know how I got home because.
Where was I?
At work. That's when you worked at McDonald's. I think. Yeah, I think you was working at McDonald's. Because Dewan was there. Dewan and Dominic was sitting in his truck. And all I remember is laying in the back of his truck. And I remember throwing up all over his truck. And then they carried me in the house. And I went to sleep. I remember waking up crying in my bed. I was like,
I hate you even have to go through that shit by yourself. Like I do.
But see,
I mean, hell, I got a pap smear with you your first time. What the fuck?
I know, and I don't like when parents be like, "Oh, it was my fault," and this and the third, because it's more likely for a girl to get raped in between the ages of 12 and 16. It's like really it's like a 80% chance though. Like that's what's crazy.
Did you look that up, or can you look up those?
Yeah, I've looked it up before. Oh. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like an 80% chance that most girls will get raped once or twice by the time they turn 16, in between the ages of 12 and 16. And that's what is really weird about this situation, because a lot of women will never even admit that they've been raped because they felt like it was their fault. When in all actuality, they did have a choice. They just chose the wrong choice at the time.
Why do you feel like that choice?
Because now I know, always go with your
So you mean with your situation?
Yeah, with the situation.
Because I mean, because some rapes, that some rapes is bust you in the head on the street, and some rapes is nice. Like, was it brutal, or like I'm not being? If you want to talk about it.
No, it was like brutal.
So it was
like somebody was holding my hands down, even though I wasn't gonna fight back or nothing. Somebody was holding my hands down. Another person was like holding my legs open.
That was brutal.
Yeah, like it was very traumatizing. Like when I first got sober, I cried for about a month in my car by myself every day,
but
because
why?
I had to think about it.
But you told me about it back then. Why? I mean, is it something with me that you don't feel like you trust me?
No, it wasn't even that, because even after me telling you that day when we was walking down the stairs, I told you, and then it was like, okay, I finally got to tell somebody after all this time. But it's like, me drinking, I would drink so much that I would forget a lot of stuff. But everything that I was trying to forget, once I stopped drinking, it was right back in my face, like, boom.
But I mean, do you feel like I'm there? Or like, yeah. So why don't you use it?
Because at times I don't want to talk about it. It brings back memories and pains that I don't want to relive. Even though they say a problem talked about is a problem cut in half, that's not always true. Because
some things bring up.
It's like picking a scab over and over and over.
So just let it heal.
Yeah, just deal with it. Like me talking about it now, it kind of made me want to cry, but then it don't. Just because to know that I went through that experience, and that was like a real live experience that happened in my life. And I look at myself now and I be like, after everything I done been through, like, I'm still here, like.
On the inside, I'm still seething in anger, right?
I know. But you gotta understand, like, I done seen one of the people that was involved in it. And At first, I did. I used to think like I'm gonna kill one of these niggas when I get older. Like I will kill them, and and then especially when I was toting guns and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill him. But then it got to a point where I was like, it got to a point where I was just like, you have to learn how to forgive people because the anger that you hold on to inside is only hurting you.
I don't know.
Mostly because
that I'm not gonna lie.
The only person
she won't tell me who it is. I know one person, but she won't tell me who they are or what they look like. I know who they are. The other people, she never told me about the other people. I'm just now finding about the other. I want to hurt people. Okay, I'm not gonna be the Hulk. I'm so hawkish right now. Fuck, I'm aggravated. Not aggravated with you. It's aggravated because my kids are nice, and if y'all don't like for me to be violent sometimes, I don't think that's okay. I don't like it. I don't like it.
But see, a lot of girls been putting their stories up and all of that. And I was thinking about doing one, but I'm not. Only because my story isn't a regular story. Like a lot of girls just say how they was sexually abused and they did this and they did that. But see, my story really started like when you was at work, and like a lot of times in my life it's been traumatizing. Like, for example, when you was at work and old boy came in my room and was like, you gonna give me this pussy? I was like, no the fuck I'm not.
You like to call me at work.
Yeah. And so it's like it never got really like serious.
I'm saying like I need to smoke for real. I'm too sober for this.
It never got.
But I want to ask you, how do you think as a mother that I'm a protector and I did a sucky ass job? Auntie Erica said I don't either. Auntie Erica said she don't either. I didn't get to see it. I'm your pick me, I love you. Auntie Erica said call her.
See, you know what? And I don't know where I just put the letter at, but a lot of people say call them and this, that, and the third. But you gotta understand, with me dealing with me holding, especially that in for so long, I got used to. I definitely would say I got used to holding stuff in and just protecting myself because I never wanted to be the one that was like, oh, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, you call me. No, I don't. I don't call you with none of my problems because.
My sister getting upset. Don't do that.
No, I'm not saying that, Auntie. What I'm saying is.
She says you are me and I am you.
When my way of dealing with stuff is closing in and shutting down. And
that is the worst thing on the planet Earth.
It is. When I'm ready to talk about it, that's when I'll be ready to talk about it.
But that's a healthy thing to do. But you can't do that. Like, you can't, because if you hold it for truth, the truth is it can be beneficial and it can also be shitty. Here's the deal. It's okay to shut down. But you have to realize I've shut down and I have to open up because if I stay shut down, it's going to fester. Yeah. And it starts to rot the insides. It's like rotten meat. So, how long do you shut down? See, people like you'll shut down and forget what the hell you was talking about.
Literally.
You'll forget that I shut down about this, and then what happens is it gets swept under the rug.
Yeah.
It's like the clothes that you forget to get out the washer.
And then, so it's more so like, and then being in an abusive relationship at a young age, and that's what I mean by.
Auntie Erica says she understands. You know what you're saying. She do that.
It's more so with me going through everything that I've been through. When
you know
I used to,
that makes me question.
What?
My protection skills.
It's not. But see, I'm good for just like how I was drunk and really high all the time. Nobody would have never knew that because I got up, did my makeup, was always cute. Like, I never missed a beat when it came to the outside. And I was always drunk. So whenever I would get the crying or spazzing out, everybody would favorite line was, "Oh, she just drunk." So nobody ever really knew that I was really hurting on the inside because I never talked about nothing. I just swept it under the rug and kept it pushing and got drunk. Well, I'm saying, but like
nobody knew.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Not nobody.
After a while.
Yeah.
It took me a while, but I did see a problem, a very big one, and I did address the very big problem.
Yeah.
It was a big one.
For a long time,
I dropped the fucking ball when you was younger. I'm letting you know I dropped. That was a complete fumble.
But see, it wasn't even you because you was at work. And a lot of people forget what they was going through at the time when something drastic happens like that. I think at that time you had just left Herman, just got back, trying to get back on your feet. Donovan was a baby. It was so much going on at that time. My dad had just started coming back around. It was so much going on in that time period that I had a little bit more freedom than I was supposed to have. And that's just what it was.
And that's my fault.
But
as a parent, I still have to make sure that's okay. That's my job. And I failed. Hey, Julia, boo. That's my job. Like, that's my job. So if I failed, I failed. And there's nothing, I can't take it back. I can acknowledge that I fucking failed. I did. I failed. I failed you. I should have figured out another way.
But see, you will never really know. You will never really know everything unless I tell you.
I know it's some things that I should have known because that's my job as a parent, is what I'm telling you. It's my job to recognize issues. It's my job to recognize problems.
Okay, for example, because it's no reason. The day that, I know you remember this day too. Remember that day that Diamond and Bam and everybody was at the house?
Yeah.
And I came downstairs with that scratch all the way across my neck and I told you we were just playing? Mm-hmm. We weren't just playing. And that's why me and Diamond left out the house. Because that wasn't the first time that something like that happened.
So my question is, did my anger ever bother you?
No, it was more so me being scared of him. Until the last time.
But
that wasn't the first time I done been choked out. That scratch actually came because I said that he was drinking too much. And he was like, "Why are you always embarrassing me in front of my friends?" And then ended up choking me. And when he was choking me, Diamond was pulling him off of me and his nails ended up scratching my neck like that. Because Diamond was like, "You always doing this to her." That's why Diamond and them stopped coming around for real. And that's why I had lost all my friends. Because there was a point in time that me, Brianna, and Sierra and Treasure had to jump him because his mom had told him that I was cheating on him with somebody around the corner, girl. It was crazy. So that's what I mean. And that was in the same house. But because I was dressing up the pig, you would never know what's going on fully unless I would have said something. Like the last time when he slapped me out my sleep. I got a permanent scar on my lip right here. That's because he slapped me. When he slapped me, my tooth went into my lip. My lip was bleeding. And I got up and I was like, "You slapped me, we got to fighting." And I had him on the wall choking him. My dad and Dominic was like, let him go. What's going on?" And he like, "Man, she crazy." I kicked his ass down the stairs. I was pissed. I was like, "That's the last time you're going to put your hands on me." And that's when I left him.
So this is my question. Knowing that you have a comfortably violent mother, I'm comfortable with violence. Do you know that?
Yeah.
You know that I have people that are comfortable with violence.
I know.
You think that I would have been okay with any of this?
No. But see, that's what I mean by you saying, you wasn't there, but you was right there, and you would have never knew because I never would have acted it. He used to tell me when I would come home from work, I had 30 minutes to walk home from work, and if I took longer than 30 minutes, then I knew that he knew I was cheating on him.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm telling you now, I don't like it.
But see, a lot of people...
And I can't redo motherhood. That's the truth. But I can acknowledge that I dropped the fucking ball, damn it.
But see, you would have never knew that if I would have never told you like that.
But in my head, as a mother, I feel like I miss signs. There's always signs. There's always a sign that something is going on. There's always signs. So now I'm sitting here going, where were the signs? What did I miss? What did I miss? And the truth is, I missed a fucking lot. We're clocking in them to the nursing homes. I did, because I stayed at work a lot.
Yeah.
And that's where it gets to be a precarious situation when me fighting a drug addiction, my daughter going through stuff, so that makes you less of a parent. You really gonna pick your face?
Yeah. Them pimples was just nasty.
I don't like them around your lip either, but it's as
so that's what I mean by like you will never know unless I tell you. And like with me going through that, Dominic, my dad, nobody knew that he was beating me up the way that he did, and because I would always be like, we just playing. But Diamond and Bam and everybody else.
Auntie Erica said you can't redo motherhood, but you can go forward from here. Y'all are both doing so well, and I'm proud of y'all.
I love
that
you
means
too.
a lot, Erica. I swear it do. And I love you. Come see me today.
It's more so like you have to, the growing and the growth that I've been through and everything that I have been through, me growing from that. I know the signs of somebody who's overprotective now. I know somebody who will hit you and say they love you, but because I've been in relationship after relationship like that, it's like, okay, well, when is enough gonna be enough? And that's why people say now that I'm easy to give up on something, but I know the signs before anybody because I've been through it.
Right.
So I'm not even going to waste my time on something because
Some water.
I've been through it before.
Right. Here.
That will be dumb to keep putting myself through the same thing over and over again. That's what insanity is, to keep going through the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome.
Well, can we say something I did good as a mother? At least I gave your dollars a funeral. Some shit.
You did do a lot good as a mother, and you can't feel like you failed as a mother because I went through what I went through.
Well,
that wouldn't be fair.
That's kind of
because I still have my own decisions in life, and I thought at a young age that I had it and I was grown basically. So,
but you also thought at a young age that you had it and you were grown because I had a drug addiction and you were taking care of a lot of things that I wasn't. That's the truth. Now we have to tell the truth. You started being an adult around 10, 11. Let's keep it real. You were taking care of your brothers where I was slacking.
Yeah.
Now I might not have sold everything in the house, but I damn sure didn't take care of the house because I was a druggie. And I was a druggie at home. But I didn't do shit. I mean, shit was there, but I didn't do things.
Life now is easier to breathe because I can talk about everything that I've been through. And I can easily tell somebody like, okay, yeah, I've been through a lot. But at the same time, I'm still trying to grow. It is really hard for me to...
But you're 21. Like, you're 21.
But a lot of things that I've been through, a lot of people haven't even been through in their whole life. And I'm only 21.
Yeah.
But as for the traumatic things...
I don't know why I'm sitting here. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Y'all could get out the way. A lot of things that I've been through, I can comfortably tell people, like, I've been through that. I know the outcome. You either can...
So why is it hard for me to say that to you now sometimes? Even now, I have a hard time getting through to you when I'm like, Diamond, that's the same feeling that I feel as a mother. Hello, I did that. Don't do it. And it's like sometimes you like the hard way in a weird way.
At times, no, I'm not going to say I like the hard way.
So why is it that when I tell you, Diamond, that's poison, don't eat it. And then you have to come back like, I don't want to say it. Say it. What do you say? I don't want to tell you.
I don't know if it's like, because sometimes I still feel like I got it. That's the truth. I still feel like, all right, let's see.
And then you do got it, but it's like, if I'm telling you as your mother, you ain't got that. Watch that. You don't think I'm telling you watch that because the stove hot? Like, how many times have I told you, even when it, now, this is one of the things where I got to say, I kind of told you so. Even when it came to some of the situations you were in, I'm comfortable that I told you so. Like, I told you, don't do that.
Yeah. A lot. I would have never even had to be in an abusive relationship. Where you at? Hello?
Tell her to come up to the... Where are you at?
I'm with my mom. She still isn't done doing. Why y'all fucking playing? First off, you can definitely. I'm on my way now. Huh? I'm on my way now. Alright. I'm gonna call you right back, okay? A little fun fact about me. I always tell people I'm gonna call them back, I never do. Because I don't like people sometimes. But I have a reason not to like people most of the time. And I hate when my mom be like, oh, I dropped the ball and this and the third. She would have never even knew about it, never told her. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I'm saying on here now that she never even knew before. Like, I make jokes about a lot of stuff. And so nobody will ever know I'm serious because I'm always joking about something. How can you... She would have never knew how bad my alcoholism was until it really got bad when I started sitting at home drinking. And I couldn't hide it because I had to drink. I shake now because I stopped drinking. And when I stopped drinking, I went through alcohol withdrawals. A lot of people didn't know that I was in the hospital. And my mom and my dad watched me cry on the floor and on the couch and in the room and in the hospital bed. And they told me when I first started going through my alcohol withdrawals that if I didn't go to rehab, that they wasn't going to give me the medicine to help it. And because I didn't want to admit at the time that I was an alcoholic, I never got the proper treatment for me shaking. So I probably wouldn't even shake now if I would have just admitted back then. But because I was 20 and I didn't want to admit at the time that I had a problem, it was never going to be what I wanted it to be. So it's more so like people, and even people now know, like, that used to know how bad I used to drink. They ask me like, oh, have you drank and this and the third? I haven't honestly drinking, like, actually, well, I haven't actually taken a drink in 6 months. And when I was counting the days, it seemed like forever. But once I stopped counting, it got way better. It did. It mattered more than anything. I do have an AA sponsor. My sponsor has a sponsor. I have a home group. You never know what somebody's going through or how hard their life really was until they open up and tell you.
You still on my line?
Yep.
Who you talking to, your auntie?
No, nobody's talking to me. They just listening.
Oh, okay, well, you have an interesting story. So as a 21-year-old girl...
Or drop me off at the house so I can flat on panda hair.
Okay, I gotta go. Oh, that was good. So, with that being said, you still on line? Mm-hmm. Now, where you are. So, where are you now in life? Like, how are you feel? Like, how do you deal with things differently? I know you have AA. You got your auntie. You got me. You got your granny. You got your brother. You got your. So, did you feel like you had a support system then?
No.
Why? Because we're the same people.
It's more so I wanted to deal with it by myself. I felt like I had got myself into it, so why would I bring other people into it?
I've done that before. I'm telling you, I get that feeling.
It's like I put myself in this predicament, so let me deal with it the way I'm going to deal with it. And if I need somebody,
I get
then I'll tell somebody that I need them. But other than that, it's like...
I get it, because I'll do that. I'm telling you, comfortably.
It's more so like, now I do have a very good support system. I don't talk about a lot of stuff that happened to me before in life because I don't like to bring up. It's like I said, it's like picking a scab.
But you have to do
It's like making yourself bleed again.
But life is about observation and reflection. You reflect, you observe, you make a different choice. Or you make the same choice if it was a good one.
Yeah.
So you reflect on it. It's not like there's a different. What does my tattoo say, Diamond? Pain is inevitable.
Like,
what does my tattoo say, Diamond?
But I'm saying a lot of people ask me why I like Law and Order SVU. I love Law and Order SVU because no matter what, they're gonna catch the bad guy.
Right.
I never got to put my bad guy away. None of my bad guys went to jail. So when I watch that, it gives me closure. It does. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel like somebody in the world, something, because as much as they say it's not based on a true story, it's based on a true story. Because a lot of the episodes are based on something that has happened in the past or on TV or anything like that.
Right.
So it at least lets me know that they caught the bad guy and the bad guy is definitely in jail. And me personally, I've learned that it might not always be a happy ending, but some type of ending is better than no ending at all.
Why you say that?
Because just to know that you made it out of there.
But that's a happy ending.
Yeah.
No, that's always a happy ending. I made it out alive.
Yeah. Because some people don't make it out alive.
And I didn't find my daughter in a trash can or anything crazy. So that is a damn happy ass ending for me. That's happy as fuck.
Can we go to the gas station and get him home?
Absolutely.
But other than that, I deal with it one step at a time, one day at a time.
I told you, how long is a day? 86,400. Wait. 86,400 seconds in one day. That day is long. You got to take it moment by moment. When I think about being sober, I don't think about it. I just think that I ain't got high in the last few hours. I'm doing real good today. I ain't got high. I don't count the hours. I don't count the day. I just say it's moment by moment. Hey, y'all. So, as the mother, to find out that your child has been hurt so viciously and that you were either, oh yeah, we okay, to find out that you dropped the ball or there was more you could have done probably. So, I know this, that as a mother, I had the best intentions. So I thought being at work was okay. Actually, even my drug addiction was a way to pacify my feelings because I was so emotionally a wreck. And this is the product of people who don't deal with their feelings properly and who are emotional wrecks. Unfortunately, you have to hear the repercussions of the neglect. I was neglectful as a mother doing drugs. It's just the truth. So me being neglectful, I was neglectful as a mom. Absolutely. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where'd you just get that from?
Because if I wasn't so selfish, doing drugs was selfish. You see what I'm saying? It was. That was selfish as fuck.
We might as well go down here and see what you want.
It would have been real easier It would have been much easier if I would have not done drugs. For real. That's selfish. Now, when it comes to the work thing, I never got that one right. I'm not going to lie. Either I worked or y'all wasn't going to have shit. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to work and be at home at the same time. I never figured that part out. But what I could have done is been more attentive. What I could have done is been more aware. I didn't have to work all the fucking hours. I wanted to work all the hours. Uncle Nate!
I don't think you're here.
So I didn't. Is Soup there? Soup over there? Is he not there? I didn't have to work all the hours. I didn't have to be gone so long. I didn't have to work 2 jobs. I didn't have to do none of that. I could have, and I actually did that to try to keep up with some shit. You know what I'm saying? The truth is, I wanted to keep up with my drug addiction, and I wanted to keep up with the Joneses and make sure y'all all had a bunch of shit that y'all didn't fucking need, and y'all really needed me. That's the truth. So while I was at work trying to get y'all, I don't fucking know. Because the truth is, I don't fucking know what I was getting. Just be able to buy y'all some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I could have did better with that. I could have made better decisions when it came to that. I didn't have to do it that way. And that's the truth. So I have to be the same way you're being accountable for your actions. It's the same way I have to be accountable for mine. As a parent, I could have made better decisions. So what I'm hoping is that you'll make better decisions as a parent.
And honestly, I used to always say I didn't want no kids because I never wanted to make the same mistakes.
Yeah, was that right?
No, it's not even that. But I don't want to make a mistake when it comes to being a parent.
Parents make mistakes, dear.
I know, and that's the thing. I've never wanted to make a mistake as a parent. I've always wanted to just to be like, okay, my kid is going to be gravy, and that's it. Like, his life is going to be... I mean, a person going to go through trials and tribulations, but as for stuff that I can handle...
They don't have to. And I'm going to tell you now that as a parent, when I'm telling you now as a parent, certain things, Diamond, don't do that. Diamond, think about that. Diamond, watch what you're doing. I'm not saying that shit because I like the way it sounds.
Why don't you go down the window?
I don't fucking know. I'm not saying that because I like the way it sounds. I'm saying it because it's like, hey, the stove is hot. Don't touch it. Go ahead, run to the car.
He got ear hair.
Oh.
He don't care about nothing in life.
Yeah, he just rolled right in front of a Durango.
Yeah, he wanted to die.
But, so, no.
Who's that?
This little naked nigga ain't got clothes. Donovan, go put your nephew on something. Say bye.
Bye, you guys. It was fun talking to you guys.
Talk to him again.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Mother. Maybe we won't talk about... Can we talk about the fun parts of being your daughter, my mother? Can you at least give him one good thing about being my daughter?
I was the only girl, so I was spoiled. I got whatever I want. That's why I did whatever I want.
You really feel like that, don't you?
Get out my car! No.
And then there's this kid. So I got one more chance. I try one more again. Try to make it work out. Be a good mommy.
Yeah, you're a perfect mom. Here.
I am not a perfect mom. That I know I'm not. Perfect mom? No.
To me, you are. Oh, we got some pizza? Bye.
Let me see what it look like. So, guys. So.
You want to laundromat up there? Can I come with you? Diamond, send me like 2 pieces of pizza.
So.
You like my hat?
I love your hat. Where'd you get it from?
My dad.
Dope.
Somebody threw it up the car. He caught it. They were driving real fast and threw it. And then he caught it. Guess what he caught it at? On his head. he He did like that. It was funny.
My son is making me a tomboy. Well, that was...
Electric glitter, mommy.
Thank you. That was deep.
It's on her neck and right here.
As a parent, of course I feel like I sucked. I do. I feel like I sucked. I feel like I said, there's some situations there was nothing I could do. So if something happened while I was at work, there was nothing I could do about it because I had to work. But the other stuff that I overlooked, I guess I got so consumed with my problems and other problems that I overlooked some things. And I think that due to the fact that I was completely and totally unbalanced, which none of these are excuses. I'm just saying that we have to look at the fact that if we're unbalanced and we're not healthy mentally, this is what happens. This is a product of not being healthy. I wasn't healthy, and that's the truth. And hurt people. So I ended up hurting my kid in an awkward way. That was never my intention, and I'm glad my daughter doesn't hate me. I was the spoiler. I thought I was doing the right thing a lot of times, but guess that is part about being a parent. We think we're doing the right thing with some things. I thought I was doing the right thing with some things, but as I can see, I wasn't. It just makes you reflect and review. So, I guess I'll do some reflecting and some reviewing, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.